everyone, and welcome to the Music is Our Hero podcast, hosted by Grammy Award winner Drea Young. This is the spot where we celebrate creativity, share stories, and lift each other up in the arts. Each episode will dive into conversations that inspire, empower, and spark new ideas, because art isn't just about what we make, it's about the community we build together. So grab a seat, get comfy, and let's grow in creativity side by side. The Music is Our Hero podcast for creativity, community, and inspiration come to life.
All right, so here I am today in Spring City, right? Spring City? Spring City. A little hike, but it's a nice hike. So if you're ever in this area of Pennsylvania, please make sure you come and see Andrew and Katie at the Gem, which is the Gem, what's the whole title?
The Gem Music Hall.
The Gem Music Hall. Cute little place. And we are going to talk to them. I don't know you guys at all.
Nope.
So should we just start at least with giving me a little background, like of some sort, of who you are? And
sure.
then we can, yeah.
I'll let Katie start.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I don't know. We've been married 20 years.
Okay, so you're married. All
we
right.
are married. And we are local. We're from this area. When we married, we moved to Phoenixville for a number of years. Then we moved to Spring City after that. So we've been here about 13 years. And we've both been music lovers, I guess, our whole lives in different capacities. We have 3 kids. And we're only about a little over a year into this, into the Gem, really. It's only been a little over a year since we've started this and took ownership. So it's all still pretty new. But we love it, and we love the community aspect of it a lot. So I guess that's kind of what we've been kind of building on lately.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, I'm totally new to this. We're both totally new to this. Just took a passion and actually a business plan that I wrote when I was in high school back in Wisconsin. So it's been in the back of my mind for a long time. I did real estate for about 25 years, property management. So always working 24/7. People can call me 24/7 if there's ever an emergency. Snow, I am definitely not missing that nowadays, not being in property management. So, it's a brand new experience. I think all us midlife people, we get in our 40s, and especially if you're in a career that you never really truly liked, now's the time to take a chance and do something different and follow a dream that started in high school. So.
Yeah, that's wild because I've always just went the music route. So that is super cool. What were you doing the last couple decades or whatever?
So my background's in graphic design and marketing.
Okay.
So I work for a mid-size agency on the main line, and I run our video department, motion graphics, things like that. I started there when I was just out of college and started as a designer and kind of worked my way up and took some time off when the kids were little and always found my way back there. And I love it. And I'm really lucky ever since COVID, like my company, like so many others, we're mainly virtual now. So it gives me a lot of flexibility to, sit here and record a podcast.
Right.
Things like that. I studied graphic design in school, but I minored in music because I always had a love for it. I was always performing and things like that, which I have not done lately. But yeah.
So that's what you were doing. Okay. So you guys are only a year in.
Yeah.
So what was the inspiration behind all this? The Gem?
Well, the inspiration started my first concert with my dad. Saw Neil Young at Summerfest in Milwaukee with Blind Melon, Soundgarden, pretty stacked lineup. So it was pretty sweet. And, after that, just started going to all these small little venues and just getting the music bug as far as just a concert goer, just knowing what it does, that experience that you get each time that you're at a show, whether good or bad, you have that memory of that one moment that you're at with that music. And everybody's all on a level playing field. Nobody's different from anybody else in the room. We're all here for the same thing. We're all listening to the same music, and we're all getting the same experience that the band's throwing out to us.
That's crazy to me still. So you were like the consumer.
Yeah, I'm just
consumer,
total consumer, and it got me. It's gotten me through a lot of rough times in my life.
I think it's important to know too that while you were miserable in your career at the time,
because you were doing real estate.
This was kind of his therapy.
Yep.
Was like, I need to get to a show, and it would turn his whole mental health around. For maybe not forever, but it really did help. It really did help.
Yeah. And then so you started this idea in high school, you said?
Yep.
Did you use a lot of whatever
I don't know if I used it to a T, it was an entrepreneurial class that I loved right away. And that was the first thing that came to my mind, was just a music venue. We'd have to lay everything out, like what our supplies were, any silverware, all that stuff. And then, just how you were booking bands and stuff like that. Yeah.
Did you have a lot of help? Because you didn't have a lot of knowledge.
No.
Or you don't have a lot of knowledge.
No, it was just the background. No, I can't.
Don't rub it in.
No, yeah. No knowledge.
No, it's okay. It's okay. No, but I mean, it's amazing. You know what I mean? Like, so how did you hire anybody to help you, figure anything out?
For as far as here or back when I was in high school?
I guess at any time.
Well, right now, we were lucky enough to find this place. We looked at we looked at one other place right when we got married in Phoenixville, and we got through the little part in the process and we pulled back from it just because we weren't comfortable with it. And then that particular spot came in our life again, and we went after it. And it was shortly after my mom passed. And again, we got pretty far in the game and we really liked it. But that one was serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I did not want to do that. I just wanted to focus on music. That was my main thing. Yes, I know the food part is going to be an important part here. And right now,
do you guys have food here?
We do. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like, paninis, quesadillas, mozzarella stuff. But like all the snacky type stuff. So it's perfect for the space. Could we do something more in the future? Yeah, probably. Make it more eclectic and maybe bring in visiting chefs or something and do different events like that. But that's something like down. We'll get to that. I think the main focus for me is the music, getting people to recognize us, people seeing our place, even if it's just videos and being like, oh, that's the gem, oh, it sounds so great there, just word of mouth and just building the relationships that we've built so far have been really important to us to get this thing going.
And doing it our way.
Yeah, we're leading
so cool.
leading with our hearts, I guess you would
a little
say.
bit. I love it. We'll definitely take a little walk around so everyone can see what is going on here. And then also you have mocktails, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, Ricky and Lydia said you have really good mocktails.
We have some great mocktails. Jules, our bartender.
So who came up with the menus and everything? Like, you guys were never in the restaurant or bar business,
right? So a lot of that was established when we bought the place. So we didn't in our first year. It was survival mode. I mean, it really was. We were like I said, we were new to this industry. So we were just trying to keep things going, keep the lights on. And we were trying not to change too much just because, that in itself was a big lift. So we
changed too much. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Changed too much from the menu, from really anything. We were trying to kind of
keep everything what it was
kind of
and
how
go.
It was, but just do a little bit more, and just kind of take baby steps, I guess.
That's what you got to do, yeah.
So as far as the menu goes, we kept a lot of what was there.
What this place was before you guys bought it, you're saying?
Yes, it was a music venue.
It was?
Yes.
Okay.
And they had revamped, it had been called Chaplin's for quite a long time. And then it had been rebranded like so many places, they closed for the pandemic. And then they reopened in 2022 under the name of The Gem, which is the historic name of this building. It was called the Gem Theater when it opened in 1908. Okay. So when we purchased it, we decided to keep the name because it was historic. And, like I said, we kept the menu. We added the paninis. We added a few different things that we thought might kind of, step it up a little bit without changing the systems that were already in place too much.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there many other places like that around here, like this around here? Or what makes you guys stand out if you feel like there is?
I don't think there's a true venue in this area. You know,
Okay.
I think probably the closest one to this would be Cosmic Arts up in Pottstown. You know, they do have a bigger space, but, you know, as far as like the intimacy, the balcony, how we have it, the sound here is incredible. Our sound techs do an amazing job. You know, most of the other places you're looking at going to a bar, you know, so you're going to have people talking. You know, I feel like most of the people that come here are here for the music. You don't get too much chatter, but you are going to get some chatter, especially with the bar upstairs. But
Yeah.
you definitely, I don't see a place like this, you know, closest one to this, you know, would be like a 118 North or an Ardmore, but, you know, Ardmore is definitely on a bigger scale. So
Yeah. And what kind of acts and stuff do you have come through here? Is it
it varies.
Is it all kinds? Is it specific? Is it not?
I'm more of a jammy guy, so I tend to go that way, but I do keep a variety in there. You know, I definitely want to push original music more. You know, we do have our tributes coming through here. Everybody loves Dead, so we do have our Dead bands coming through here. I love the Dead. So, you know, we're bringing that stuff through there, but as far as we've been getting smaller, like touring bands coming through, you know, that are throwing out a lot of original stuff. So a lot of times I'm just trying to hook up local bands with those bands, you know, give those local bands more exposure. We're hooked up with local music schools. George is down the road. We do their Rockstar program. They'll do a concert here twice a year. We have another one called Earth Song. They'll do a bunch of shows here with our students. They've been starting to do like 2 bands, 45-minute sets each. So that's something new for them. So we'll run like little matinee shows, and then we'll lead into our night shows as well. School of Rock's been doing stuff. So we try to keep the youth, you know, doing stuff. And then our open mic Wednesdays are just always a fun time. One of our favorite nights of the week.
You guys have a good turnout for that?
Yep.
Yeah, there's usually a pretty
I
good
wish I
line
was
outside.
closer. I would definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. Who does the booking?
I do. So doing a little bit of everything.
Do you guys do Yeah, I mean, that's how it is when you start a business, right?
Mhm.
You guys basically do everything.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Soup to
That's
nuts, yep.
when we purchased it. That's, you know, not having a background in this industry
It was a lot.
Yeah, and the previous owners were so wonderful. And we sat down with them. We were there. How long we talked? Like an hour and a half or something like that.
Close to 2 hours.
Yeah, and and they saw the passion that, you know, he has specifically for this industry. And I have like the marketing background as well. So, you know, we may not be exactly from this industry, but we're not, you know, it's not all new to us. you
Yeah.
know.
What's something that's been real challenging through this process? Everything?
I think, you know, when you spend all the time to like book the bands, you know, market it, you know, sometimes, you know, the no-shows, the people, the empty room.
Especially
it
because
stinks.
he pulls some amazing acts. And so to be here and only have, you know, a handful of people and to hear these bands play, and honestly, they still put everything into it. Like they still sound amazing, but it just breaks your heart because, you know, you want other folks out here to really see what's going on. They have a lot to offer, even though they don't have maybe the name or the following. Maybe they will be the next thing that comes through. You know,
you never know. And events alone are really hard, but also, yeah. I mean, sometimes I realized even myself, like on the way here, I listened to Shattered Figures album because I'm like, why am I not putting all this music on? I'm talking to all these people, and it's like sometimes your brain, and so the people that are really not even in the industry or the scene, they would never even think. Like they want to hear what they know, but it is so good.
Yeah.
And they are so good. And that is heartbreaking when that happens.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah.
The best part of this space is getting to meet so many different people, you know, end of the night or even throughout the night. You know, they stick me at the bar down here just so I can talk to people. So I'll just talk to people, and then, you know, I'll hear their stories. They'll hear my story. And then, you know, we could countless times we just hear about, once they walk in this space, something about it. They just feel it. Like there's an energy, there's a vibe, like it's there. And definitely once people walk in here, they feel it and they're like, oh my God, this is one of my favorite spots,
Yeah.
And again, where the is Spring City? That's kind of what we're trying to figure out and like get people to recognize what we're here. How to get
people in
here.
Spring City too. Is it a very artsy area?
Well, it's always had a kind of, well, I don't know about always, but for a long time it's had a root in music. We have George's, which has been in here forever, which is right down the street. Tuned Up is the local brewery. They're temporarily closed right now, but they will be opening back up, and they always have a lot of great local music. And they've been great partners of ours, through this whole thing. So yeah, we are trying to really grow the local music scene. We have some great local musicians. Some live right next door who are here all the time. Yeah, it's.
I mean, and it'll happen.
Awesome.
It just takes time.
It does.
Patience.
How do you guys feel about the indie scene so far, and like how much you've gotten involved and the people you've met? Like, does it give you hope?
Oh yeah,
doesn't
Definitely,
it? It's great, right?
Absolutely.
Just the people helping people.
I have a lot of hope.
Musicians helping other musicians, and even local other venues in other states. Like we've teamed up with a couple, and we're feeding off each other. We're brainstorming. We're like sending people their way, people sending our way. Yeah. So it's just everybody just lifting each other up. It's just so important, and I've seen that a lot in like. Especially like the older musicians bringing up the younger musicians is just incredible.
Yeah, I feel a lot of hope recently too, because I guess kind of because it's podcast. Well, a lot of reasons, and it's like all the people that you meet, and everybody. A lot of us in this age group are kind of like on this same like track, and it's amazing. And I need to get to more shows.
So we got out for a show on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
It was just
you have shows. So it's like you're out when you're. So are you here all the time?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And do you do any other work besides this at this point?
Katie does.
I do. I have a full-time job.
Focus.
Are you still doing graphic design?
I manage a team of video production guys and motion artists, animators. So I do that full time.
You manage them. So do you have that background in all that? Animators?
So my background's
a little gem animation.
We've had a couple little things. We have we actually right now have a social media intern.
Okay.
Who's been amazing, and I don't know if anybody's seen. We have a series that's been started, the Where the is Spring City, which has been quite a hit. Because that's kind of our running joke is nobody knows where we are.
Okay.
And
that's how they'll find out.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been my background's been really helpful in a lot of ways. I might not be using every bit of it directly, but it's been super helpful.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I mean, that's how life is, I guess. I don't know if your background is helpful.
I guess dealing with people, especially if we haven't had a situation that things got out of hand here, everybody's very respectful when they come in this space. It's just what we give off when people come in this place. We're just so welcoming that why would you mess with that?
Yeah.
So
you're attracting your
people,
kind.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
What are your goals for the next couple of years? Do you set goals?
Well, sure.
Or you kind of just go day by day? You have to.
A little bit of each.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we're definitely trying to pull some bigger acts when we can and offer like an intimate experience with a bigger act. We had Wyatt Ellis here.
Amazing man.
Was that spring?
Player.
God, it's all
that
blur.
Was spring.
And he was, I don't know if you know anything about him. He's a 16-year-old man, might be 17 by now.
Yeah.
Mandolin player, absolutely incredible. He's played with, all of the greats. He
plays at Grand Ole Opry all the time. He he played here before he did Delfest for the first time.
Yeah.
So that was his first experience at Delfest, and probably going down there that blew him up more. So
yeah,
just being able to get those artists before they get a little bigger, and people came from Virginia, up in New York just to see that.
It's an incredible show.
That is so cool.
And Bella Rain is another one who's an up and comer,
guitarist,
amazing guitarist
out of California.
Yeah, we still keep the connections with these people, and we hope they from what we've heard, they had a great experience, and we hope they come back, and as they grow, then that will just continue to grow. So
I love that. And then you're going to eventually have like that story.
Yeah.
Right. And that's where they
we
got
knew
started.
Them when.
Yep. So what if somebody wanted to open an independent music venue? Like, do you have any advice? Or you?
I guess still learning.
You're still learning, I guess.
Still
Very
learning,
much.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I do think, folks have said to, I don't know if they said to you, they've said to me, God, I can't imagine doing that at your age. Not that we're old, but, having a late night music night multiple days a week, it's a different lifestyle for sure.
Yeah.
And we do have 3 kids. Luckily, they're all older now so that, they don't really want us around that much, But, I honestly am grateful that we're this age doing it because we're going into it eyes wide open. We don't have those same, we have the same hopefulness, but we're also very realistic and have, like I said, we've been taking things day by day. We have small goals that we're working towards, and, those goals we'll keep building them up. But I think we're also super realistic. And, like he said, one of our favorite nights here is our open mic night. And I think one of the best things that we're doing, and one of the things I'm most proud of, is the community that we're building here.
For sure.
That people want to come back, that people want to spend their Wednesday night with us, listening to, my 12-year-old go up here and read poetry versus a full band come up here that's been playing
so
for
your open
years.
mic is all ages?
It's all ages.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we just tell folks, we don't censor things, so
Because the bar's upstairs, so it doesn't really.
yeah.
There's no like.
We make mocktails. I make a mean Shirley Temple.
Yeah.
So we just tell folks we're not censoring things. So come in here knowing that. But
yeah.
We have kids come in here. We had a kid come in here who played drums for the marching band, and he's like, I just need to get my nerves out. I have a big performance, and you couldn't imagine the applause he got. It's really awesome. We hear that a lot from teens, parents, and things like that.
Yeah, because a lot of places you have to be like 21 plus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's cool. What is a day like? If you have a show and everything that's involved, like how do you get everyone on the same page? Is there a lot of communication that has to happen? What's really involved in the day of a show?
So pretty much it's me here in the morning or mid-afternoon, just coming here, getting things set up. I think we're lucky for the size of this place. It's easy to clean, easy to maintain, It's not too chaotic, it's just getting tables, whether you're setting them up, pulling them down, I'm always just talking to the staff, sending out a text in the morning, whoever's working that night, just let them know where we're at, letting the sound guy know when load-in is, when everybody's showing up from the bands. And then once all that starts, get the bands in, do sound check, and then the staff starts rolling in, and then it's pretty easy, just this size, we're about 150 capacity. So, even on a nice full night, we do pretty well, but
That's awesome.
I think it's just, we keep it pretty simple, we're not overbearing or anything like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
So
just whatever's simple.
we're
make
all
it
a
happen.
team. We're more of a family nowadays.
Keep the creativity
Yeah,
flowing.
exactly.
And we're really lucky that a lot of the staff that when we purchased it stayed with us.
Okay.
So they were very familiar with the space and they taught us a lot. Honestly, they've been wonderful. We've only brought in one new person.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So
That's cool.
yeah, we're really
A lot
lucky.
of times, sometimes people will come in and it's like they come in and be the boss,
Yeah.
and then like trick people and then fire them after they tricked them. You know what I mean?
No.
Like enough. We don't need that. So you guys are good people. That's what we need. We need more
they've been
good
great,
people in the world.
so.
Absolutely.
Is there any experiences, like a bad experience? Like, is there something in this year that was like, that was the worst day of our life so far?
I wouldn't say anything major, but
Or any bands or anybody you've dealt with?
there have been some
We've
people
had
that have
some
been
headaches.
disrespectful to our staff and that
And in what way are they disrespectful? Like just verbally? Or
verbally,
all
yeah. Which we don't
tolerate.
tolerate at
So
all.
then basically
especially
you're never
since
coming back.
They're just
Pretty
doing
much
their
likely.
job. Nobody's, we're all out here to ensure people have a good time.
Yeah.
So, how can we argue over that?
Yeah.
And if you're, I think those have been the roughest times.
Yeah. But it's nice that you have that decision. Like, okay, you're not coming back.
That's
Exactly.
great.
That's all right.
Exactly.
Don't you love that?
There's
And that's
so
how
many
we do it, and
different.
it's
There's so many
great.
musicians
it is so
out there.
great because
It's
you're
great.
creating a loving space of
Right.
creativity.
Yeah, it sounds so weird, but you can feel it. You
Yeah.
can just
I feel the day feels
feel it.
different. The night,
everything just
everything
feels
just
off.
does not work. Like doesn't flow with what
how
we've
we
created,
normally
how
feel,
we-
Yeah.
and
yeah.
the whole staff
And you
can
feel
feel
weird.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody just feels weird.
Yep.
It's like, oh, I just want this to end.
exactly, and that's
Is it
That's-
time to go yet?
I
Oh my
know.
God.
Yeah.
that's not how you want to feel.
No, I don't want to feel like that at a show. Like, oh my God.
Yeah. So I guess, is it egos sometimes? Is there
Oh,
any
yeah.
egos that you're dealing with? Is it like know-it-alls or like, is it just all kinds of things
It's just all
happening?
kinds. We all have different personalities. So
Right.
They're
Yeah,
not,
and
they're not going to all work together, you know?
Right.
So,
and it's been few. I mean, we've been lucky.
It's been
Most people have been
few.
absolutely wonderful, and the bands have been phenomenal, and nothing but supportive and kind and great to work with. They're just been, there's always a few.
There's always a few. Yeah. What do you guys have? You guys got stuff coming up this week?
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to put this podcast out Monday.
Okay.
So if you have anything exciting in the next whatever that you have coming up.
Yeah, so like this week we ending on Sunday. So usually we'll go like Tuesday to Sunday. We're trying to find an open jam, just kind of like what they do at Rusty Nail. We want to start those on Tuesdays. But as far as next week, we have
What's Shar doing?
Shar,
we're just
if you hear
basically
this.
looking for a co-host.
I said, Shar, if you hear this.
Yeah. I mean, I
Looking
feel
for
like
a co-host.
I feel like, yeah, if I would, if I was closer, but that'd be crazy. Yeah, so you're trying to start open jam on Tuesday.
Wednesdays
Tuesdays.
we do open mics, and then usually Thursday I'm trying to do something like a monthly type thing. We do have flux capacitor that we do every third Thursday. It's been building, so that's good. Just trying to get more people out here. We tried a DJ night. I think I need to look more local for that, but the DJ does great, but so we're still trying to figure that out. I tried jazz here. Jazz was not a hit here.
No?
I wish
It
it
We
looks
was.
like a
wanted it to
space
be
that-
so badly.
It's perfect for
You just
jazz.
got to find the
yeah.
people that.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's the hard
Yeah.
part.
Like
Yeah.
we're not like Philly. Like if it was in Philly or Phoenixville, at least you have a little more draw down there.
Yeah.
So I would like to bring that back.
This would be a great space for jazz.
Oh, it is.
Just got to find the people.
We did a
Are you guys
benefit
going to show up to the
with them.
festival this year?
I would love to. Yeah.
We really would like to. It's hard to pull him away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're getting more comfortable.
We
Like,
are.
The staff knows this place. They have always known this place, but it's like, yeah, I need to just let go sometimes and go see a show
It's
somewhere
hard.
else.
It's hard, yeah, and you're in your first year, and it's like I have a hard time. Like you got to trust people, and that's a hard thing to do, especially when you have your baby.
Yeah. Yeah. But like you said, the staff's, they're awesome. And they wouldn't, if we said we were going in a heartbeat, they'd be like, okay, cool, whatever. It's more us.
How far away is Percy from here or Sellersville? Do you know?
It's probably like 35 minutes. I
Oh,
would
so
say.
you
It's
could
not
always
that
just like
far.
pop in,
Yeah, yeah.
pop out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, yeah. What was the last thing we were just talking about? The flux when you said that. Oh, the Thursday nights.
Residency,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So residencies are there every
And then Friday, Saturdays, we always do have a show. And then Saturdays, we'll do like matinee shows sometimes, just with the younger kids' bands and just bringing the families out, which is nice. But yeah, we got some.
And we
good
rent the
love it.
space for like events and parties and stuff like that too. So occasionally we'll have that during the day on the weekends.
Okay. You most likely have a website, right?
We do.
Yes. What's the
gemspringcity.com.
Okay.
So all our shows are up there. Rental information, merch, how to get here, where to park, menus, all the basic stuff.
All the
if you're
stuff.
planning a trip,
And then
all
your
the way out
socials
here.
will be on there.
Yes.
Do we have anything else about the space before we walk around it? Or you guys?
The history of it's kind of cool.
Yeah. What's the
So
history?
it was built in 1908. It was a silent movie theater. And they also had vaudeville acts and things like that here. So around the place, like you can see, we have some old photos of the building. It was called the Gem Theater, and we have some newspaper clippings of old shows and things like that. So you'll find a lot of historic stuff around the place. Just
That's
'cause
really cool.
We love the
It
history
kind of puts
it.
an energy into it also.
Yeah.
Like having all that, a silent theater. So wait, what were they doing? They were watching a movie with no sound.
Yeah, but there'd be like a piano player
Oh, right.
playing along. So that's one reason the acoustics are so good, supposedly. But
Which they said Charlie Chaplin performed here, but I don't know if he did. I think his.
Well, that's the one. That's your one.
I think his movies played here, but I could be wrong. So we still want to kind of delve into
I
that.
wonder
we
if
did have a medium here who said she felt his presence a bit. She kind of alluded to that. So I don't know, but.
Wow. I wonder if people would care if you did like a night like that. Like if anybody would come. If you did like a
ghost hunter type thing.
You could even do like a 20s
you
party
20s style,
and have people dress up and then do a silent, well, I don't know if they want a silent movie. I don't know what'd be going on at the party.
Right.
But you know what I mean? Just to have like the history.
The
I don't know if
vibe.
people would like come to that in this area.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's just an idea.
Yeah. Should we give Sly Fox a shout out?
Yeah, we can. So Sly Fox, we partner with them. They're a local brewery up in Pottstown. So basically, we kind of piggyback off their license. So we're a satellite place for them here. So we serve all their beers. We do Pennsylvania liquors, Pennsylvania wines. And
So
they've been a godsend.
Local.
Everything's
everything's
local.
I love that.
Yep. So
Yeah.
they're
And they've been a great
family.
partner.
Yeah, great partnership. So
Did you guys know them before all this?
just
Or
from
is-
being patrons at their places.
Yeah.
and
So you
stuff like
piggyback
that.
off their license?
So they have different satellite like licenses. So they
Yeah.
like put them in different restaurants. Like Giovanni's Pizza is partnered with them, so they only serve Sly Fox beer there. And
So does
different
that make
other
it so you don't-
restaurants.
I don't know much. I don't know much about business. So what's that really mean? A
I think
satellite
just-
license.
So we just pay
Pennsylvania
them
laws
a
are-
management fee for
Yeah.
having their beers here,
And what?
and we only pay them a management fee for having their beers here. Whereas us going to get a license nowadays, a straight up liquor license, you're probably looking
It's like
probably close to $1
$100,000.
million now. I remember back in the
So
day.
you
when-
got to like not have to worry about that.
Yes.
Right,
If-
yes,
so you-
yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
It makes it a lot
And then
easier.
all,
for
is that
small
what you're doing with
business.
all the liquor too? Or how's that working?
That works. We just with the license, it's a brewery license, so we have to stay all in state.
Whatever they do.
But we can do whatever we want as long as it's in
What
state.
brand? As long
What-
as it's
right.
Pennsylvania based.
As long as it's
Oh,
Pennsylvania.
I didn't know that was an option.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's super cool. I do love what you guys are doing though for the community because it's very important. I'm all about that and everything. And like I said, you know, all the people I've been meeting and seeing it happening, I just have so much hope for like in the next 5 years of what we can all actually do together.
And I feel like, I mean, Spring City itself is kind of, it's growing slowly, quietly, but there are, a few businesses starting to open up and things like that. And so we're just excited to be a part of that and see the town kind of get a little new life to it.
Yeah.
It's funny,
I
a
love
lot of
what you guys are
people that
doing.
live locally don't know we're here, so we hear that all the time. We were actually, there was a street fair, there's a street fair, Music and Market Fest every October here in Spring City, and we were set up right outside, and someone's like, "Oh, the Gem, where are you located?" And I'm like, there, right
I
there.
hope they learn. I hope they learn, and it's just getting people to care. Well, I mean, they like what they like. So you
Yeah.
just got to find them.
Yep.
So we're probably not going to sit back down after we do our little thing. So I'm going to ask the question that I ask everyone and just do that. And then we'll go walk around if you guys don't have anything else.
Sounds good.
Sure.
How is music your hero?
Music so I come from a very musical family. My mom is a retired music teacher. Her sister's a retired music teacher. She grew up, singing songs around the campfire with guitars and that was, her upbringing and that kind of seeped its way into my upbringing, through different family gatherings and things like that. Music is always been a vital part of it. And so it's just been a part of life. It's been like a safe space,
Yeah.
I guess, a comfort space, throughout my life. And that's one reason I minored it in college. Wasn't really because I was like, oh, I'm going to go out and do all this stuff. I'm going to do this, this, and that. It was really just because I loved it.
Yeah.
And it was just that, as we had talked about mental health earlier and, just having, practicing in a practice room in college was a great release for me and a different place for me to be that wasn't something that I had to do for an end goal. It was really just, I did it because I wanted to.
Yeah.
So
I love that. And how about you?
Well, for me, just I don't come from a music background, but I guess probably my brothers, they all toured around with the Dead, toured around with Fish, and then they just kind of fed music to me, and it just always helped me through very tough times. Like through college, I was always going to see live music anytime I had a chance. I lived with DJs, so I constantly had after parties at our place, which that's another story, but like we even got to a point that we were throwing parties, like we were doing stuff, abandoned warehouses and stuff like that. So I always kind of got drawn to it somehow. I just kind of got thrown into it, never played music or anything like that. But again, always back to mental health. It's just, that's my mental health escape, is the music. And then this place just brings it 110% even further than that, just putting something on, Yeah. The experiences that I have had here since getting this place are unbelievable. So
I love
it's helped
that.
me.
Yeah. So yeah, it is a safe space, and it's crazy that you're actually living out your dream.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for taking the time, and I appreciate everything that you're doing for the community and for the people. And I have a lot of faith that this is awesome, and it's going to keep being awesome, and that it's going to grow.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
I'm very excited for that. So, why don't we do a quick little walk around so we can share the space, and then
Sounds good.
that'll be that.
Welcome to the gym. This is where you check in.
We have our awesome hostess here. We actually have two hostesses, and then the new one we hired, she's more of our dead-centered hostess, so she'll be dancing around and stuff like that, but she fits our vibe very good. So,
Yeah, we got all sorts of merch.
which now we have a merch store online on our web right now, so they are welcome to order whatever the heck they want, and then we're not keeping as much inventory around.
Yep. And it's all done locally. We use a company called Timothy Inc., so shout out to them in Phoenixville.
Okay, cool.
And this is our downstairs bar. It's open usually for most of the weekend shows, not always for open mic and things like that. It's for busier nights. We have can service here. And occasionally we'll do wine and stuff down here if it's a really busy night, just to break up the traffic, because the main bar's upstairs. We try to showcase local artists every couple months. And this area back here is usually where like general admission seating for shows.
And then this is our main area up here, which a lot of shows will just pull tables out just so there's enough dancing room. But we'll usually have 8 tables here just for certain shows. People do want to reserve the tables, want to sit down, enjoy the show that way. We do offer a full backline for the bands that want to use it. Usually most of the time they are bringing their own amps and everything like that. But a lot of times they are using the house kit and just bringing their breakables. The sound in here, I know that's always a big topic of conversation. I think over the years, with everybody that's been through here, sound engineers, different owners, they've really gotten it to a good spot, adding the acoustic panels, everything like that. I know eventually we want to add a little more lighting here. We have bands that bring in certain lighting, their own lighting, but it might be a nice little hobby for me to play around with some lights.
And if you're sitting at the tables for a show, you can order food directly from upstairs and we'll bring it down to you. So it's kind of a nice, people like that. So then you don't have to get up and walk upstairs in the middle of a show. You can just order from your phone and we'll bring it down.
So again, this room, you're probably going to get the purest sound, and then just kind of on the top of the balcony too. And we do have some nice clean bathrooms. A lot of people say, "Oh my God, your bathrooms are so clean."
That was the first thing my mom said.
It's not like a hole in the wall. It's got space in there.
Okay. Yeah. You have some. There's some on the wall to the left too. Yeah, Springford Historical Society has been great. We've saved a lot of stuff over the years. And there's that photo there. I don't know if you got that, but that's supposedly what the facade looked like back in the day.
Cool.
Yeah.
You got our sticker register.
Which we still use.
It still works.
Is that from?
I don't know if I think the owners got it somewhere and they
You
put
guys
it in
use
there.
that?
We do use
Yeah, we
it.
put all the cash in there for when we're working down here. So
That's cool.
Yeah.
And then this.
Oh yeah, a little selfie station.
and we're always just putting up the posters coming up on the windows. Any show that's coming. So we got the 2 high tops up here, and then we got 8 reserve seating here. They did have 10 here, but it was just too tight.
Yeah.
But those are, a lot of folks say they're the best seats in the house. The sound's great.
Yeah,
View's
sound.
amazing.
I don't think there's a bad view
No,
in the
there
house,
really,
to be honest.
there isn't. But the high tops in the bar, I'll just, first come, first served.
And then green room.
The green room and
yeah.
storage.
Green room and storage. This is where the band can hang out?
Yep. The bands love it, actually. They say it's like the nicest green room whenever we feel bad. Whenever we feel bad, if we've got so much stuff in here, they're always very kind.
Sometimes you don't even get a green room problem.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is nice. Sweet.
Yeah.
That's a little kitchen. It's like a real little kitchen. It's cute.
Yeah.
All right.
Small, but it works.
Just personal poster collection.
These are yours?
Yep. Got more at home, but
The tan one, they all signed that when they played here, which was kind of cool. That one right there.
Oh, okay.
same with the
Same
Wyatt
with the
Ellis.
Wyatt Ellis one that was over on the other wall.
Cool. All right, I think we got it.
Awesome.
Yeah, thanks for doing this.
Come check us out.
Yes, come
Give
check
us
us
a
out.
chance.
Learn where the Spring City is.
There you go.
Until next time, keep creating, keep connecting, and keep building together. Remember, we're in this together, so let's keep each other's shine alive.